Good afternoon, boys and girls. Welcome back to another social studies class. How's my boys and girls doing today? It seems like everyone is doing fantastic. Okay, so for today's class, we're going to be having fun. But first, I have a video for you to watch, and I'm going to be asking questions, so pay attention. Okay? Everyone's listening?
The hilly sand and clay region. In the hilly sand and clay region, bauxite mining, logging, and stone quarrying are done. Some trees found in this natural region are greenheart, crabwood, mora, and wallaba. Two tongues can be found in this natural region. They are bartica and linden. Some important places in this natural region are Kaikoverall, the Chedi Dragon International Airport, Fort Zeelander.
Okay, boys and girls. So how was the video? James, you're saying it was good? Okay. Emily, you're saying that it was good? Okay. So from that video, can anyone tell me what today's class would be based on? Come on. James, you're saying the hilly sand and clay region. Okay. Peter, you're saying the low coastal plain. Is that true? Come on, try harder. Malachi, you're saying the hilly sand and clay region. Okay, correct, boys and girls. Today's class we'll be looking at the hilly sand and clay region. So boys and girls, can you tell me why do we call this natural region the hilly sand and clay? Joshua, you're saying because we have a lot of sand in this region. Okay. Anyone else? Emily, you're saying there's clay. There's sand and clay. Do we see sand here? Malka is saying lots of sand. Okay, so we call this natural region the hilly sand and clay because it's made up of a lot of clay and sandy areas. So my boys and girls were paying attention. Okay, class. So you were all correct. Today we'll be looking at the hilly sand and clay region. This big yellow region right here. Can anyone tell me about this region? Joshua, you're saying something? Speak up because I can't hear you. You're saying that this is the region which we live in? Is that correct, boys and girls? Messiah, you're saying that's the region we also live in? Correct, boys and girls. Not only do we live in this region, but can anyone tell me something else about the hilly sand and clay region? Come on, anyone else? From the video that we've watched, what is something else they taught us about the hilly sand and clay region? Joseph, you're saying something? What did we learn from the video? About bauxite? Okay, that's a big word. What is bauxite? Emily, you're saying that's our economic activity. Okay, boys or girls are paying attention. Anyone else come give it a try? Marshall, you're saying that that's our main economic activity. Okay. Omar, you're saying something. Come on, speak up, boys and girls. Our main economic activity is bauxite mining. Okay. So we're going to look at bauxite mining in our natural region, the hilly sand and clay. Okay, boys and girls. So you all were correct. The main economic activity done in the hilly sand and clay region is bauxite mining. So here we have a map. we have the map of Guyana showing economic activities in the natural region. So here we have the map of Guyana. And can we see which natural region is the Hilly Sand? Can we remember? Emily's saying the one with the bauxite sand, correct. James is saying the one with the rice, is that correct? Come on, James. You're saying the one with the sand, correct. So right here, we have our natural region, the Hilly Sand and Clay region. And we have bauxite sand right along here. So the bauxite sand we get from the mining of the bauxite. Okay, boys and girls. So what else from the video did we learn about the Hilly Sand and Clay region? Shamari, you're saying tongues. What about the tongues? Jacob, you're saying tongues also. Come on. Brainstorm. What about the tongues did they say in the video? Ebony, you're saying there's 2 tongues found on the low coastal plain. Is that correct? Are we talking about the low coastal plain today? Okay, you meant the Hilly Sand and Clay region. So you're saying there's 2 tongues found on the Hilly Sand and Clay region? Okay, well, let's look at that now. Okay, boys and girls. So let's look at the 2 tongues found on the Hilly Sand and Clay. So here we have the tongues in the Hilly Sand and Clay region. The first tongue we have is linden. Say it with me. Linden. The second tongue we have is barticle. Say it with me. Barticle. So, can anyone tell me something about the tongues? Emily, you're saying you recognize linden. What about linden? Let's look at linden. What about linden? Malachi, you're saying that that's the tongue we live in? Okay, is that correct, class? James, you're saying that's correct. So, indeed, linden is the tongue in which we live right now. Did anyone else know that? So all my boys and girls knew that? Correct. So these are the 2 tongues found in the Hilly Sand and Clay region. But we're going to locate them on a map of Guyana. Okay, boys and girls. So on the map of Guyana, we're going to locate the 2 tongues. So first we're going to start with linden. Linden is located right here. Can we see that yellow? Right there, linden is located. And we're going to locate barticle. Barticle is located right. Are we seeing that barticle is green? Are we seeing that? And we're seeing that linden is yellow. So these are the 2 tongues found in the Hilly Sand and Clay region. So boys and girls, from that video we've learned one more thing. Can anyone tell me? Daniel, you're saying something? Important places. Okay, anyone else? Mark, you're saying tongues. Didn't we just look at tongues? We learned one more thing about the Hilly Sand and Clay from the video. Jacob is saying important places. Is that correct, boys and girls? Okay. So indeed, the video taught us one more thing about the Hilly Sand and Clay region, and that is important places found there. So let's look at that. Okay, boys and girls, come on, pay attention. We're going to look at the important places in the Hilly Sand and Clay region. Read it once more with me. Important places in the Hilly Sand and Clay region. So we're going to look at 3 important places found here. first one would be Kike overall. Can we say that? Kike overall. Take a good look. It's a monument. Look at it. This is a very important place found. The second important place found on the Hilly Sand would be Chetty Jagan International Airport. Are we seeing that here? Somebody saying something? Daniel, you're saying that's our airport? Okay. You've been to this airport when you went on vacation with your mom? Okay, Emily. So the Chetty Jagan International Airport is the second important place found in the Hilly Sand and Clay region. And the third important place is Fort Zeelandia. Say it once with me. Fort Zeelandia. Take a good look at Fort Zeelandia. So these are not the only important places found here, but today we just look at 3. Can we say it one more time? Kike overall, the Chetty Jagan International Airport, and Fort Zeelandia. Correct. So these are the 3 important places that we've looked at found in the Hilly Sand and Clay. Okay, boys and girls, since we've learned so much from today's class, I'm going to give you some activities. So group A, you're going to answer 2 questions for me. You're going to say, why is the natural region called its name? And on the map of Guyana, you're going to locate the 2 towns. Group A, here's your worksheet. And group B, you're going to complete the second section of this mini collage by placing the correct economic activity done in the natural region. Are we paying attention? Okay, group B, here's your worksheet. And group C, you're going to match the important places to its correct name. So group C, here's your worksheet. And you have 5 minutes to do so. 5. Okay, time is up. Time is up. So can anyone from group A volunteer their worksheet? Don't be shy, boys and girls. Okay, Joshua's gonna volunteer his worksheet. So just a reminder, group A had to answer the question, why is the natural region called its name? And he wrote, it's called the Hilly Sand and Clay region because the region is filled with clay and sand. Okay. And the second question was, on the map of Ghana, locate the 2 towns found in the Hilly Sand and Clay. And guess what? He wrote Linden and Bartica, and he located them correctly. So good job to Group A and all the members. Group B. Anyone from Group B would like to volunteer their worksheet? Messiah is going to volunteer his worksheet. Thank you, Messiah. So just a reminder, Group B had to complete the second section of a mini collage by placing the correct economic activity. And guess what? He put bauxite mining correct. And indeed, he did get the bauxite sand. Okay, very good, Group B and all the members of Group B. And Group C, come on. Who would like to volunteer their worksheet? Peter, you're going to do so? Okay. So, just a reminder, Group C had to match the important places to its correct name. So, the important places we have here are Chetty Jagan International Airport, Kike Overall, and Fort Zeelandia. And he matched all correct to its correct name. So, Group C, very good. Everyone were paying attention. So, let's recap what we've learned today. We've learned that the Hilly Sand and Clay region is the region that we live in. Correct, Emily? What else did we learn today? We've learned important places, you're saying, Joshua? Correct. We learned the important places found in the Hilly Sand and Clay area. And remember, I told you those are not the only ones. We only looked at 3. What else did we learn today, boys and girls? Malachi, you're saying bauxite mining. Okay, we've learned the economic activity done in our natural region is bauxite mining. And what else did we learn? Come on, brainstorm, remember? Okay, Omar was saying we learned about the towns. Yes, Omar. So we learned that the 2 towns found in the Hilly Sand and Clay region are Linden and Bartica. So correct. Boys and girls are paying attention today. So for homework, I want you to go home and get 3 other important places. And you're going to print out the pictures and paste them in your social studies book for our next class. Everyone wrote down the homework. 3 pictures of important places found in the Hilly Sand and Clay region. And you're going to paste them nicely in your notebooks and bring them back for next week's class. Bye, children.